What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome back. It's me, your boy, your host, your action figure enthusiast and video game aficionado, He-Bot. And I really love when things come together and when things actually play out the way that I say might play out and that I say could play out for whatever reason it may be. Xbox fans, and this is the title of this video, Xbox fans are so ungrateful, and now you got smacked in the face. So what can you do? What do you have to say now? You guys all the time want to complain, but never look at the bigger picture. Okay? And I'm not talking about real Xbox fans. I'm talking about the so-called Xbox fans that call themselves fans, but they're the first ones to throw shade at Microsoft for any little thing, right? Just a couple of days ago on Twitter, it was mayhem. Everybody was talking all this crap. And, you know, the usual suspect that you always see. Oh my God, why the Xbox games with gold is so trash. Why they don't give us good games like Sony's doing right now, that they're actually giving free games that are new from this generation. I was like, people, listen. What is Game Pass? Game Pass is a service that allows us to play games without having to spend $70, $60, or $80 in some cases for brand new games, right? Before we go spend that money, we try them out, and we see if they warrant and are worth the $60, $70, or $80 of our wallet. And we're paying a $10, a $5, and a $1 fee monthly, depending on the offers, depending on the situation. And we have over 300 titles. Okay? Since day one of the Xbox Series X launch, we've been playing things like Gears of War Tactics. Whether it's for you or not, it's irrelevant. It's still a new game. Falconeer, Like a Dragon, Yakuza. Games like the Hive Buster Story DLC from Gears of War 5. We were able to play Battletoads, Ori 2, in just this past year. Games like The Medium, Cyber Shadows. Okay? A bunch of games that on PlayStation you had no option. You were forced to buy from day one. So now Sony's realizing that they need to do certain things to make their audience happy, because they don't have a service the way that Game Pass is structured with PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now is not structured with day-and-date exclusives on there on top of day-and-date new third-party IPs or back catalogs like of 3 generations like we have on Xbox, where we have the 3 generations of back compat that are available right now concurrently on Xbox, even on Game Pass, right? They don't have that. It's not structured that way. So they're doing deals with people like the developer of Monch Odyssey that's doing the new Oddworld game, okay? Which is also, mind you, a timed exclusives, which does not mean that when it comes to Xbox, right, that it that it couldn't possibly come on Game Pass, which it possibly and very well could. Just like Kena is a timed exclusive for a year. But when it comes to Xbox, it's very possible it can come onto Game Pass. And I'm talking about it a year in advance. Like I always do. I talk and predict things and say things and bring up these scenarios way in advance than everybody else. And then they tell me that I'm crazy, that I'm a liar, that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that I'm stupid, right? All these people being ungrateful, not coming to think that we're getting free games that we actually keep, 2 of them every month for 12 months, which is a grand total of 24 titles. Okay, this month we're getting Contra Hard Corps and Dark Void from Capcom. Those two games alone, if you've never played them, if you never own them, they're worth the admission of Game Pass for the month. Those two games alone, okay? They're absolutely great games. And yes, Dark Void has a little bit of, some technical issues, but it's still a solid game, and it's still a very good and unique game. And we get to keep it for free. No strings attached, no Xbox Live, no online, nothing. We can play it, we own it, license is ours forever. Okay? And on top of that, we get the 2 Xbox games from last gen, whatever it may be, like Viking, for example, and the new game coming out, that Truck Simulator, which is a $60 game that nobody's gonna pay $60 for, okay? Except for the hardcore simulator guys that enjoy games like that, don't mind paying for it because it's worth their dollar for them, okay? It's not a game that is for everyone. It's a niche game, right? And you complaining and complaining and complaining. Mind you, you're paying $60, and in some cases, you're only paying $35, $40 a month if you go to places like Newegg for the whole year, which just a few months ago, you were complaining that, that Live is going up, going to be $120 a year, not thinking that it was going to be included, all types of things like xCloud capabilities, like, Game Pass and playing online. Now they took out, or they're going to take out, online Xbox Live needed for free-to-play games, and even party chats. They listened to us as well too, and now they're doing that as well. And you guys still find any little thing to complain about. Those weak half-breeds, half-ass Xbox so-called fans. That some of them are in the community acting like they're Xbox leaders because they have big followings, or they have big, subscriber counts and things of that nature, and they're the first ones. Microsoft gonna do something about this bullcrap, when they're not getting any of that either on Nintendo or getting anything close to that on PlayStation. And then today, which I said this a year ago in podcasts and on Twitter, and the first thing that everybody called me was, "Oh, you're crazy, you're stupid, that's never happening." Today, y'all get smacked right in the face, right? Because not only did you get Outriders, right? Not only did you get Outriders, day and date, you don't have to pay for it. And when you got to pay for it on PlayStation, and if it's on Nintendo Switch, which I don't think it is, but if it is, you got to pay for it as well. But on Xbox, you don't have to pay for it. Today, you get smacked in the face with the biggest smack that you could possibly do, with the announcement that MLB The Show is coming to Xbox on Game Pass day 1 on launch. I said this on Twitter a year ago. I said, imagine if they put Game Pass or MLB on Game Pass day 1 and they have to pay for it on PlayStation. And the reason why I said that was because it's very possible. Because even though Sony is using their in-house developer, it's not a license that they own. It's owned by the MLB. Okay? Which is the Major Leagues Association, right? Of baseball. And whatever they say and whatever they ask is what the call they got to do. Because I'm pretty sure Microsoft did a nice offer amount, because that's what they do with all games that come on Game Pass day 1, to MLB and even Sony, so that they can get money up front for putting it there. Which is good for PlayStation and their fans, because they're making money out of the deal anyway, right? Which a lot of them are just, oh my God, no, how could they? This is an insult. Listen, you guys are the one claiming that Xbox Game Pass was the EBT pass, the welfare pass, the wannabe Netflix, the wannabe Hulu, the wannabe Disney Plus, and I've been telling you guys, along with my brothers from the exile and a lot of other people that are not in the exile, that's like 100, and even people like I can't think of it on the top of my head, but other people in the community, right? Like 100, for example, right? Or even 108 Dragons, right? Sega Man. Oh, we've been telling you that Game Pass, okay? And I'm speaking on my behalf more than anything because I've been saying this since day one, is going to be a very good and big threat because the opportunity that it presents is unmatched. It's too attractive. You got day and date games of games that people are not going to feel comfortable paying for because they're not either their type of game, they're not sure it's worth the value, or they're too niche. So they're going to try it out there, and then if they like that game, they're not going to hesitate, and they're going to go out and buy these games, and they're going to support them, and they're going to still pay for it and have ownership, whether they buy it digitally or physically. And if they buy it digitally, they're even going to get a nice little discount through Game Pass. So it's a win-win for the developers, for the gamers, and for Microsoft. And I've been saying this with other people as well, as you know, every single time. It is a tremendous, tremendous appealing offer that cannot be denied. And right now, with the announcement of MLB, it's even cemented more what we've been saying, what I've been saying. Because this is a brand new IP from the MLB, right? Baseball, that's been known and renowned on PlayStation for all these years, that a lot of Xbox dudes are not going to just go out and buy because they don't know if it's worth the $60, right? And there's a lot of baseball fans in general and around the world, which I'm pretty sure a lot of baseball guys on Xbox that enjoy baseball were hyped and they wanted to buy it, but they weren't sure if the $60 was going to warrant the price. So now they're going to play this baseball game, see if it's worth their value and their dollar, and they're going to buy it. And do not be surprised, because of that, the game sells even more, right, on Xbox. And obviously it's going to get way more traffic because it's going to be on Game Pass. So they're going to try it. At the very least, more people are going to play it and get more exposure because for the game, because people are going to download it. They don't lose nothing by downloading it. They're going to. I'm going to be playing with my brother E-Rock. I'm going to challenge him. I'm going to challenge my brother 100. I'm going to challenge my brother Sega Man. I'm going to challenge my brother Unlimited. I'm challenging all my brothers. Now we can play online and challenge each other. I'm going to challenge my boys. All three of them, I'm going to challenge them because now we have that option. Just downloading it through Game Pass. And you guys don't want to see the bigger picture. And this is why you need to ask Sony, okay, to do this for you guys. And even Nintendo. Because this is going to open up the opportunities more and more, not only for your company, but for the developers that you guys love. And they're going to be able to have engagement, growth, and make more money and make more gains for us, the gamers. This is why you have to ask for them. And to the Xbox guys that are weak, that are half-breeds, and that are really not true Xbox fans, and you don't see the vision and the potential of what Microsoft has been trying to do, I'm glad that this is what happened, and I'm glad you're getting what you deserve. A smack in the face. I hope y'all feel stupid. I hope y'all feel dumb. Because y'all deserve it for being ignorant. Oh, Microsoft, this is unacceptable. Getting free games that you're basically paying like $5 a month for Xbox Live, and you're getting 4 games a month, 2 that you actually keep, and you want to complain because it's not brand new games. When you're getting them on Game Pass anyway, and you don't have to pay day and date $70 or $80. Ask the Sony guys how they feel when they got to go buy Miles Morales for $80 or Sackboy. Or now that they have to pay for freaking goddamn Outriders for $70, or Major League Baseball for $70, $80. Ask them how they feel, and then you want to come and complain about Xbox. Y'all stupid. And I'm glad y'all getting smacked in the face by Microsoft and Phil Spencer's approach towards the video game industry. You guys dumb, and you don't belong in the gaming community. You don't deserve Xbox. You don't deserve to be fans of Xbox. You don't deserve to be allowed in the Xbox community because you motherfuckers do not care about Microsoft. You guys are the first ones to throw shade because you're freaking ignorant and you don't know any better and you don't have the perspective and the knowledge and the vision to see the bigger picture. I'm excited. I feel vindicated because I said this a year ago, like I said. And I know people are going to be like, oh, no, you didn't. Yes, the hell I did. Go look, just listen to my podcast and the podcast that I was in when I said it. And when I said it even on my own. Imagine it being on Game Pass day one. Because the MLB owns the license. And exactly how I predicted could happen, happened. How you feel? Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. That's my thoughts on what was going on about Xbox Live, with the games with gold, with Sony getting games day one that are like Oddworld, which are the third party anyway, which more than likely we are going to get to, and possibly even be on Game Pass, because we don't know yet. Because look, if something like Major League Baseball, that's an IP owned by, that is developed by a Sony developer, right? Can come to Xbox Game Pass day one. You think something like Kena, Final Fantasy 15 remakes, 7 remake, or something like the Oddworld Monster Odyssey, the new one, that it can't come to Game Pass? This, all bets are off at this point. They're all off. Because it's too appealing. The word of Game Pass is getting around with all the developers, and it's too attractive. They want the same type of success that these developers are having, and especially these smaller indie developers. Guys, leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for giving me love and support. If you like what I do, if you like what you see, please, I urge you to do me a favor and subscribe. And if you did, remember, I appreciate it very much, because I know you didn't have to. But since you did, I consider you now part of mi familia. And as always, for all those that always rock out, come always, give me the love and support since day one. Without you, this channel, Hebot, would not be possible. Thank you. I love each and every one of you for everything you do for me day in, day out on my channel, including the support of my wonderful family. As well, if you guys want, share it with someone you think might like the video. Find me on social media on Hebot, Powerful Gamer on Twitter, Instagram, C_respect, on Xbox Live and Nintendo Switch, Hebot 8, on the PSL network. You can find me under Outfell from Sky. And as always, guys, if you want to help me out in any way, shape, or form from the kindness of your heart, if you have the means to, if you like what I do, or just because you want to help me grow my channel since I don't have a sustained subscriber base or super chats or the ability to even live stream, you know how to do it. It's all down in the description below. And it's all if you want to, because you want to do it from your heart. Or if you want to donate anything, just hit me up on one of the DMs on those social platforms so that I can showcase something or I can talk about something, anything. It'll be my absolute honor. I'll be completely privileged and humbled to do so. Just hit me with a DM and we'll work out the particulars then. This is Hebot, your host, signing off. It's a good Friday. God bless each and every one of you. Have a good weekend. And it's a good day. Started off well for the Xbox fans. Love you. See you on the next one. Bye.